This week, A24 is releasing Y2K, starring Rachel Zegler, Jaden Martell, and Julian Dennison, as well as its co-writer and director, Kyle Mooney. One of the most notable traits that he left behind were memorable digital shorts, many with Beck Bennett, a former collaborator of his from the YouTube comedy troupe, Good Neighbor. But before the comedic apocalypse in Y2K, Mooney's directorial debut, he also co-wrote another odd genre-bending feature, Briggs by Bear. Briggs by Bear follows Mooney's James, who has been raised since childhood by two kidnappers who abducted him as a baby and manipulated him by twisting his perception of reality via the fictional television show Briggs by Bear Adventures, which is a show made only for him by his abductors. It's an educational program teaching James life lessons run by his captor parents, Ted, Mark Hamill, and April, Jane Addams. James ends up escaping the clutches of Ted and April and begins to be rehabilitated into the real world, including joining his actual family. Along the way, James' newly discovered sister Aubrey, Ryan Simpkins, introduces James to her friend group who sees the humanity and heart in James' innocence and optimism. James sets his sights on making a film finale to the TV show, in part to gain closure about the abduction and manipulation he suffered, and in part to subconsciously connect with his family, especially his sibling. Briggs by Bear is reminiscent of 2015's Room starring Brie Larson, some bits of The Truman Show, and Barney. If that combination sounds of interest to you, you may find yourself enjoying this 2017 indie gem. With Briggs by Bear, it's clear that this was a project between two childhood best friends that's rooted in ideas that Mooney had previously explored in digital shorts about adolescence, childhood, and the media we consume. His work with co-writer Kevin Costello and director Dave McCary reflects this in his first feature endeavor by creating a memorable and empathetic ensemble cast, which is what it seems he's doing with the upcoming Y2K. The 2017 dramedy also shows off Mooney's acting chops, and although in the millennium-turning comedy he's a much smaller role, by portraying both the naive, childlike role in a way that's not over-the-top or corny, and really finding the weight and gravitas in the emotional, dramatic moments. The script required levity and grace, not shying away from the darkness of the subject matter, but incorporating hope and closure and a good arc for our protagonist and the surrounding players. It's not often that a film about someone desperately clinging to the past is able to pull this off in a believable manner, because Mooney and his partners understood that there's trauma and baggage that comes with James' backstory, and to discredit and ignore that is to do the character a disservice. Mooney's work throughout the years has shown that he's a force to be reckoned with in the indie comedy sphere, able to muster up quality projects on a limited budget, portraying his creative liberties in a way that's accessible, both for cinephiles and general audiences. Although Mooney didn't direct the topic, the script and creative voice that he brought to the project is something admirable and exciting, leading to his highly anticipated directorial debut, Y2K. Briggs by Bear is available to rent on Amazon in the US.